vlog. Sorry, I kind of look like shite. My camera's about to die. Love that. It's Saturday and my husband started working at an independent theater here, and he has been working there like randomly part-time, and they have him Saturday and Sunday. So I have a weekend all to myself, and I was really hoping to have like a nice fall weekend, but it's like 80 degrees again, so that's unfortunate. But I can still do the fall things that I wanted to do. I'm gonna make a pumpkin mac and cheese later, and I was just cleaning the house a little bit. Oh my gosh, I'm so hot. I need to paint my nails, and then I'm really loving the book I'm reading, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, so I wanted to read that a lot today. Today has been busy. We went to farmer's market, grocery shopping, and came home and took a nap. I can't remember the last time I took a nap, but it was very much needed. I feel like a new person. And I've just been cleaning, doing laundry, but I just wanted to pop on and say something because I hadn't talked yet, and my camera is now warning me that it's gonna die right now. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Guys, please ignore all the paint swatches. I really need to get around to painting because there's just swatches all over, and it's been so long that I'm like getting used to them on the walls. I have a little pile of clothes that I've thrifted over the past like month, and I just wanted to show them. I recently got these pants, Talbots, and I looked them up. They were like $100, and I got them for $7. Olive green corduroys, and I don't know, sometimes they look brown, but I think they're olive green, and they're like my perfect size. So that was a score. This is a little bit of a stretch, but I'm trying to wear more color or different silhouettes and like go out of my way to wear more, I don't even know if unusual is the right word because it's not that unusual, but it's just not the typical sweater you'd walk into Target and see for sale. So there's this one, and I really like that the knit is like a mix of different colors. And I also really like the big buttons, and it's kind of cloaky the way that it's shaped. The sleeves bell out a little bit, and they're like a 3/4 length. And I thought that the color was nice with my ginger hair. So I got this guy, which is the brand Coldwater Creek. I also looked this brand up, and I couldn't find this one. I think this one's a bit old. But the sweaters that they had for sale were like $100, and this was like less than 10. Okay, this one I may have had a little bit of a thrift blindness with, because the waist is completely shot. Like there was some pretty stitching around it that's been ripped, and then the elastic is twisted. But it's a 3-tier brownie purple velvet midi skirt, and it just seems like such an easy fix that, I don't know, worth a couple dollars to see if I fix it and wear it. But yes, the thrift blindness may have got me there. And then these next two I think are my favorites. So this little tank top shirt, which has a really interesting texture. It's polyester and cotton, which I really have been paying attention to material a lot more. And I considered not getting it because of the amount of polyester, but it's 60% polyester, 40% cotton, and it doesn't feel as bad as like current day polyester that you can go and buy. It almost feels kind of baskety versus plasticky in a way that felt comfortable. And then the end, when you wear it, the hem kind of rolls up. It's quite cute. I wore it earlier today and I really like it. And then kind of in the similar color, this I wore in my last video. I thrifted this last weekend. This one is a Liz Claiborne, and it's a little short sleeve mock turtleneck, ribbed, striped red, super cute. I love that. And then this last item, for sure, the thrift blindness got to me. but I have a vision for it. I haven't quite nailed down the perfect outfit, but it's just a polka dot button up. It's a XL, so it fits bigger and breezier, and I was kind of thinking like over a pair of shorts with a short little crop top under it. I don't know. I'm not really a white and blue person, so we'll see. I mean, it was very cheap, so if I don't wear it, I can donate it. Okay, my camera's dying again, so I'm gonna go plug her back in and get back to my chores. Sean and I have been drinking these non-alcoholic beers lately, and they're so good. The recipe I'm using is from Nora Cooks. I love her recipes. Everyone I've used from them, I always love. So this is vegan pumpkin mac and cheese. It seems relatively easy.
Previously on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I just received a little teensy bit of book mail, and I just wanted to talk about it for a moment. And is that someone outside my window? I think it's just Halloween decorations moving. I'm drinking hot apple cider. I walked Sean to work at the movie theater, and we took Rizzo with us. It's like that time of year where it tricks you into thinking it's colder than it is. So I got super hot and sweaty, but it's like gloomy outside, so it's just quite strange feeling. But I felt like having some apple cider, and I just wanted to have a little talking clip to put in for day 2 of my weekend. Yesterday was a lot more eventful in the morning than today was. Today's a little bit lazier. I really want to push through and read as much as I can of Bury Our Bones. And I went to the bookstore. I wanted to buy a physical copy, but it's sold out, which is not surprising because it's so freaking good. Anyway, the little bookish mail I got today is I didn't know that they made a novel out of The Shape of Water. Oh my god, I love this movie so much. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it if you like weird things. It's about a woman and she becomes enamored slash maybe falls in love with a fish man. Super excited to read this. Beautiful cover. And there's like pretty artwork in here too. Let me see if I can find. Really cool. And it reminded me of one of my other favorite novels of all time, which is Miss Caliban. And my brother loaned me his copy about 2 years ago. And I read it in one day. And it's also about a woman who falls in love with a fish man. Oh my gosh, it's so good. You can read this so quick. How many pages is it? Like 100? 110 pages. It's just like a drama, a little snippet of a family drama, friend drama, but there's like a fish man. It's really, really good. So if you like either of these and haven't read the other, I highly recommend. If you've read neither, I highly recommend. Yes, beautiful. I also, Sean and I were talking about rearranging some. I think I've mentioned before that back in our garage, I want to get some good, like, heavy duty shelves to organize just a bunch of essentially storage and kind of make better use of that space. We are desperately needing more book storage, and I would love to get like a tall wooden bookshelf right next to my desk, like a quite large one. So I think I'm going to have a little browse on Pinterest, maybe have a little browse on wherever they sell garage shelves. I also, one thing I really like to do is whenever I want to redo something, or like when I was choosing paint for the walls, although I haven't painted yet, oops, do a mock-up on my iPad. So I think I'm going to take a photo of the two walls that we're thinking about for the shelves, and although I suppose I don't really care how they look so much in the garage, like aesthetically, but back in the office, have a play around with the different bookshelves and styles and stuff. So yes, I am gonna pop off. I'm gonna hop off and probably read, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. So I just spent some time editing this photo of the office so that I can see it with the different rugs. I didn't find a rug that I absolutely love. I think this one's my favorite so far. That one's definitely my favorite. I think I'm having a hard time because the curtains that we have in this room are mainly colors that I don't really feel drawn to most of the time. So it's like reds and blues, and I'm more drawn to greens and browns. So like my first instinct would be to get a green or a brown carpet, and I just don't really love the way that those colors look with the curtains we have, and the curtains are very prominent in the room. So I'm thinking blue is gonna be my best bet. This is my favorite rug that I found, but it's like $300 and I'm really not looking to do that. That's me messing around with the rug. I just added in this shelf just to kind of get more of what I'm picturing. I edited this so that I could see what it looked like having a bookshelf in this room. This is kind of what I'm looking for, like really tall, really big. I'm really just wanting to utilize this for a ton of books and not care too much about decorating it. We just need like mass storage for books. Just now, I did that same picture, but I added in the rug that I think we like the most, just to kind of see. And I think this looks good. I like the curtain, I like the bookshelves, and I like the rug. So now I'm just going to sit on it for a while and think about if I have any other ideas or when I find what I like. But anyway, that always takes so much longer than I think it's going to. So what time is it now? It's 3 p.m. I realized that I haven't meal prepped my breakfast, and I also wanted to meal prep chickpea tuna for the week. So I'm gonna go do that. my god, I feel like all I've done this weekend is do dishes and clean the kitchen over and over. I just painted my nails last night and they're already chipping on the ends. I really want to get dishwashing gloves. I just put it off, or I kind of just forget. But yeah, finally it is 5 p.m. and I'm just now sitting down. I'm gonna read a little bit. Reading in bed is my favorite. Nothing to me compares to being in bed. I love being in bed. I sound like a broken record. Bury our bones in the midnight soil. I'm like 65, maybe 70% done. I don't know why it's taking me so long to read it. I feel like I'm like craving reading it and reading a lot and staying up later than normal reading. And it's just like really slow getting through. Anyway, I'm so excited to be cuddled up in bed and read right now. So yeah, bye for now. I feel like I've worn like 100 different outfits just in this weekend vlog, but I just took Rizzo out potty, so I changed out of my pajamas. I think this will be the end of my video, and I just wanted to say thanks for watching and to subscribe if you want to see more. I had a really nice weekend, and it feels so good to have a clean house and like my stuff meal prepped. And I'll be back in another video soon. Bye guys.